Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter. I'm surprised. I thought all Gur were vagrant cutthroats.
And more. We steal chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters, the list goes on. I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
Something terrifying, no doubt. Dragon? Cyclops? Kobold?
Nothing so dramatic. I'm hunting for a vampire spawn. I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out. If I can afford her blood price.
A vampire spawn? Why? Yes. Yes, fine. It's just specific. Why not kill the gnolls or goblins rampaging around here?
It is a sacred mission from the head of my tribe. She sent me here to capture the beast and return it to her.
Capture? And bring it where?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
Under all the smiles, you can feel Astarion's tension. He's coiled like a spring, hand inching towards his weapon.
Is your friend ill? I have some tea that might help.
No. I'm quite well. We should go, but you have fun tracking your...
At night, of course. Beyond that, I will say no more. There are some trade secrets we cannot share.
How sensible. We should go, but you have fun tracking your monster. No, I mean, we have different quests. I wouldn't want to distract this fellow from his path any more than he'd want to lead us from ours.
The elf is right. I have my own road to walk. A road that leads me straight to a hag's den, alas. But I wish you well. Be safe. Thank you. Treating with a hag. I need all the luck I can get. May your road be kind.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? We're not wandering these wilds looking for stimulating conversations. Of course, my knife was ready. The Gur are duplicitous. I've had my share of run-ins, so caution is only natural.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals.
Just so. Vampires are godless parasites. We do not need a reason to destroy them. But in this case, it is a sacred mission from the head of my tribe. She sent me here to capture the beast and return it to her.
Capture? And bring it where?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
Under all the smiles, you can feel Astarion's tension. He's coiled like a spring, hand inching towards his weapon. Inching towards his weapon.
There's a lot to know. I've crossed paths with your people before, you know. It wasn't a good experience. That bad. Let's go. We've wasted enough time talking. He was spinning a tale, and you were falling for it. Vampires, sacred missions. Honestly, he would have followed us to camp and slit our throats in the night. Trust me, I did us a favor. The Gur helped themselves, no one else. Whatever his price, it would have been too much. Trust me, I did us a favor. It's a figure of speech, darling. I'd be disappointed if you trusted me at all. Now, if we're done, we have more important business to get on with. Bigoted! If you'd seen... No. We're done here. Let's go. I had my reasons. You can be sure of that. Now, if we're done, I did us a favor. I absolutely, definitely will think about it. Now, if we're done, we have more important business to... I know. Wasn't it impressive? Let me worry about the why. The Gur are duplicitous reprobates. Gods know what he was really after. He won't bother us anymore. Now I've made sure of it. Impressive. Aren't you just obsessed? And here I am, not even trying. He won't bother us anymore. It's impressive. Swear you'll look after me, and perhaps I won't need to go poking around with my knife. He won't bother us anymore.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster.
Ah, a fellow wanderer. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me. An old hunter's trick. If you can't mask your scent, spoil it. Today, the same as you, a humble supplicant, come to bargain with the lady of this house. That is why you came to her lair, I take it, to bargain. A more innocent name than some I could call her, but it is what she is that ought to concern you. Her kind have hidden among us since the first darkness, and their knowledge is matched only by their spite. Know how to ask, and they'll share that knowledge. If you're fool enough to pay their price. A powerful friend, a terrible foe. That I cannot decide for you. For my part, I need her knowledge. The thing I hunt has gone to ground. If she can tell me how to flush him out, I'll pay whatever price she asks. Truth is like a blade, my friend. We can arm ourselves with it, or just as easily find it pressed against our throat. I would not put you in danger. this duty is mine alone. But for such an offer, an answer at least is owed. I hunt a vampire spawn called Astarion. I'm bound to bring him back to Baldur's Gate, alive. Though I cannot swear to his condition once my tribe are done with him. Is he known to you? My people were recently attacked in the night. Our camp set upon by a band of vampire spawn. In the chaos of battle, one of them stole away with our children. We've been searching for them ever since. We believe this Astarion knows exactly what happened that night and where to find our little ones. If captured, my people will make him talk. So I ask again, is he known to you?
Yes. What? Who? What happened? Back to Baldur's Gate. Back to Cazador. There's no other reason he'd want me alive. Well, of course he did. I'm hunting a poor innocent for money isn't exactly going to win sympathy, is it? No. I'm here to save you from a monstrous vampire. That's much more convincing. Ah, yes. You don't know. Cazador is a slaver in Baldur's Gate. He captured me a long time ago. Insisted I call him Master. I only escaped when the Mind Flayers snatched me away from him. I shouldn't be surprised Cazador was hunting me. He always was quite, obsessive. Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me. Of course, he'd send a Gur to hunt me down. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Cazador always had a twisted sense of humor. But why send anyone after me? I'm hardly a threat out here. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed...
Ah, stranger. Forgive the aroma.
You catch a waft of something foul, metallic, and sickly sweet.
Powdered iron vine. An old hunter's trick. Most monsters will think twice before making a meal of me.
You're a monster hunter. I'm surprised. I thought all Gur were vagrant cutthroats.
And more. We steal chickens, curse your crops, seduce your daughters, the list goes on. I wish I had half the power settled folk think my people possess. Alas, I am a simple wanderer. A simple wanderer and monster hunter. But I'm no witch doctor or cutthroat.
Or to make a deal with her. Probably think you can outfox the old dear.
Right, but very wrong. My prey is a vampire spawn, much less impressive than the beast that lives here. His name is Astarion, but I fear he's gone to ground. I hope the hag of these lands can help me flush him out. If I can afford her blood price. Not this time. My orders are to capture him.
Oh. And bring him where, exactly?
Baldur's Gate. My people wait for me there.
I don't know. I'm sure a vampire spawn could still rip out your throat if he felt like it.
He is right, unfortunately. They are only weak when compared to their masters. During the day, we have the advantage, but at night, when they hunt, you'll not find a more deadly quarry.
We've all survived so far. Let's focus on that.
It would still be wise to post guards at night. The threat is real.
Indeed it is. We should do something about this threat. Wait, that's it. We're just walking away. Excellent.
Astarion? No. It can't be. When they hunt, you'll not find a more deadly quarry. That's Astarion. No. Impossible.
These days, I'm making the impossible look easy. May I? Excellent.
The vampire? It can't be.
Yes, darling. Not anymore. Which is all that matters, really. I didn't do anything. I was kidnapped, just like you. It seems Cazador wants me back. It was him, I'm sure. Only he would know to send the Gur after me. It was a group of Gur that attacked me that night in Baldur's Gate. I would have died had Cazador not appeared and saved me. Well, he didn't mention the slave clause at the time. And now he sends a Gur monster hunter for me. It's a message. He's reminding me of his power. Even in the middle of nowhere, he can reach me. And he wants me back. Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me. Aha! Safe! You think I'm safe? Do you know the power a vampire lord possesses? He can change shape, turn into mist, call walls to do his bidding, shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you. First, we have to... I don't know. Well, if we kill his lackeys, he'll just send more. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight.